Hey, welcome back to Get Down to Business. Today we're talking about the business of insurance and risk management with Anthony Degrado from the Anthony Degrado Agency. His agency serves both Illinois and Wisconsin. They focus on educating their clients to make informed decisions about their coverage. They offer a wide range of insurance products from auto and home to life and business insurance. They've been recognized as a top insurance agency in the Chicagoland area. Anthony, welcome back to the show.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you. Anthony, your agency emphasizes educating clients. Why do you believe that's such a critical part of your business model, and how does it benefit your clients in the long run?
I think the biggest thing in insurance and everyone's worried about, well, obviously is price, but then right after that is, I don't want to just be a number. So how do you know if you're just a number? Well, you got to be educated. You got to know what you're doing. And when you're talking to someone, you call your rep, you call our office. We're going to educate you on what are you looking for insurance. If for some reason you don't stick with our office, you're going to leave our office. You're going to know exactly what you're looking for in your insurance. It's a game, and if you're not playing it all the time, you're not going to know what you're getting.
Absolutely. Anthony, insurance can seem sometimes quite complex and overwhelming. What are some of the common misconceptions that people have about insurance, and how does your agency address those?
I think the biggest problem that we have is claims. Everyone always wants to use their insurance, and that's what they pay for. But there's a difference between using your insurance the correct way and the wrong way. People think that as soon as they get in an accident, or as soon as they see that they might have possible damage on their roof or wherever it is, they call the 1-800 number middle of the night. They file a claim. They say something wrong. And either the claim's denied or someone comes out and there's no damage on the house. A zero paid claim, whether it's business insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, whatever it is, it's still a claim. So it's going to go against your record. And that's affecting people just across the board with their rates, with, their eligibility, with all sorts of things that can be avoided if instead, like at our office, you call us, we're going to game plan. Is this going to work as a claim? Should we file this as a claim? How should we file this as a claim? Because as soon as you make that call to the insurance company by law, they're going to have to take your statement. They're going to take exactly what you say. If you're a little bit frazzled and I don't know if he hit me, I think then you're going to have a problem. So talk to your agent, talk to your rep, get educated, understand how to put in that claim to actually use your insurance.
I'm chatting with Anthony Degrado of the Anthony Degrado Agency here in Illinois, but supporting Wisconsin as well. Anthony, many people focus primarily on price, as you mentioned, when choosing insurance. While cost is certainly a factor, what are some of the other key considerations that businesses in particular should prioritize?
Businesses, I always say it every time you have me on here. I'm gonna preach it. That liability is just such a big thing right now. And you can go out there and you can get a cheap business quote that's, looks great, and you're looking to save money because you're starting your business and you're not worried about insurance because nothing's going to happen. But let me tell you, that saving that extra $200-300 is not worth a lawsuit that ruins your life. So the biggest difference when you're looking at business insurance is you got to make sure you have $1 million in liability coverage. Maybe your business isn't worth $1 million right now. Maybe you're starting out of your house. But I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter to someone who wants to sue you. So that liability coverage is not a place to skimp on price.
Anthony, your agency has been voted a top insurance agent. Congratulations on that. What do you attribute that success to? What sets your agency apart in terms of customer service and business practices?
I think it goes back to that education piece. We're not just looking to bring people in, churn and burn. We'll spend an hour on the phone with somebody, getting them educated, letting them understand what their coverage is and how to use that coverage. We don't just focus in on price, and trust me, everyone wants to, and we do a very good job, a lot of competitive rates, but we go deep into it to personalize that coverage based on your needs. So you're not a number. Everyone's going to be treated like a number if all they're looking for is numbers and all they're looking for is price. That's all that's going to happen in your transaction. So it's very important you talk to somebody who can actually educate and make you understand how to use that coverage and what that coverage is actually for. And that's what we do.
Anthony, lastly, for entrepreneurs or small business owners that are out there that are listening, what are the most critical types of insurance that they need to have in place to protect their business? And what are some of the common gaps in coverage that you see?
Yeah, I think, we'll hit it again with that liability, I guess, but just your business policy for sure, and then a commercial liability umbrella. Right now, that's a big, big thing. We have all these billboard attorneys out there, and when they see business owner, they see dollars. So you could have that individual insurance policy for your business, but also I would go above and beyond. I would look into an umbrella. If you're looking to scale that business up, if you're looking to increase sales, you're looking to increase revenue, you've got to increase that insurance. And the best way to do that is with a liability umbrella for your business.
Absolutely. Anthony Degrado, I know you've got much more to share, and we'll bring you back on many more times. But I guess my final question to you, my friend, is how can we reach you?
Feel free to give our office a call, 847-895-1500. You could also email me anytime at anthony@degradosf.com. That's DEGRADOSF.com.
Anthony Degrado, the Anthony Degrado Agency, thank you so much for sharing your time and your expertise with our listeners. We'll be sure to bring you back on real soon. We've got to squeeze in a quick break here and get down to business. We'll be right back.